Check.
Chiefs quarterbacks coach Jim Zorn joins us for KCChiefs.com's video series, Coach's Corner. And Coach, this past offseason, you interviewed for the offensive coordinator job, and deservedly so. And throughout that process, you decided that you were going to stay here in Kansas City. What led to that decision?
I wanted to be here in the first place. I wanted to be here with more responsibility, but the responsibility that I'll have, I think, interested me to work with guys like Matt, Ricky Stanzi. And when there's something fresh going on, it's always fun to be a part of, and kind of stimulating to be a part of some of the new things that are going to be happening here this next year.
A lot of that freshness is with Coach Romeo Crennel. What excites you about working for him?
You know, I've always admired Romeo from afar, you know, when he was in Cleveland working hard, and even in New England as the D coordinator, because he is kind of evil, you know, being a part of that defensive regime, you know, but very, very good, very solid coach. And now to know him personally and to see the detail with which he proceed with and introduce, you know, he's introducing some very key things, I think, even now this off season, so we can prepare well so that we don't allow these things to wait until the last second. So those are the things that I noticed about him as a D coordinator, and now as a head coach. He's really following through on these things, and it makes it important for all of us to be here. He makes that important.
This past year, we started 3 different quarterbacks in the 2011 season. What can you take from probably a very challenging year for you positionally and apply it towards 2012?
Number one, I liked where Matt Castle was headed before his injury. I think it was hard for him because he was fighting to do what we asked him to do. There was things that were you know, changing based on game plans, based on some of the things that we were trying to do. But then he started to get into a much better situation where he was disciplining himself, and then he got injured. And then Kyle, when he came in, just took over, and he has started. It kind of created a much better foundation, I think, for some steadiness. Just because of his experience, I think he had a different kind of arm. He doesn't move around. I mean, you know, you have to protect him more in the pocket, and he doesn't care. He's just going to drop back and get the ball out. Now, he can move and things like that, but he really brought, I think, a stability to the pocket. He brought a stability with his demeanor. He was never up and down, and strong arm, had some accuracy, very competitive. You got to be if you're going to play in this league. So you can see I enjoyed it, all of which gave us an opportunity to win.
One final question for you that kind of deals with your big picture philosophy of the position. If you had one primary goal for 2012 with the position group as a whole, what would it be?
Well, to be the best in the National Football League. We want to be at the top of our game. I'm really talking about wins here, because you can win ugly, but I want our quarterbacks to be a part of what we do successfully. That's handing off the ball, carrying out a fake, completing a pass, making a decision to throw the ball away, making a decision not to get sacked and throw the ball away, or even making a decision to get sacked but hold on to the ball. I think all those things come into play, but those are going to be the measuring rods for me. Can we do it every game? We're going to be fighting to do that, and you know, I hope we do.